All right, we got natural gas continuing to consolidate following an attempt earlier in the session to go to new trend highs. But before we go further, a quick word from our sponsor. This video is brought to you by FXEmpire, the world's largest retail broker offering ultra-fast execution with no overnight fees. Find a link in the description below. This is Bruce for FXEmpire taking a look at the daily chart for natural gas. So natural gas has been consolidating the last 4 days, pushing up against resistance at the 78.6% Fibonacci. 441 is that level. The high so far is yesterday's high of 442, as well as today's high is too, although it's a fraction of a cent less, a little bit. Nevertheless, a second attempt in the last 2 days, but 3 attempts in the last 4 days to test that area as resistance. So far it is seeing resistance, but since there's been no pullback, there are some signs that it has a chance to continue for a little while. But one thing to keep in mind is that we have this top channel line here, which is 150% extension of this original channel with the black lines here, plus the 78.6% Fibonacci, plus an ABCD pattern target at 445. That's a 161.8% projection from this original advance here, the AB advance. So either there's a move higher, and the top right now looks to be 445 in my opinion, or there's a pullback to test support. Now we're not going to know about much of a pullback confirmation until there's a drop below this range here at 418, and then we have the 10 moving average now at 401 and rising as a key dynamic support zone potentially, and then the 38.2% Fibonacci retracement down here at 384. So either there's a creeping up until the 445 is hit, and it certainly could go higher, of course, but that's the initial scenario I see, and then or some pullback occurs prior to that happening. All right, that is it for natural gas traders. Have a great weekend.